punked myself.
You
Hey,
did.
everybody. Brandon here. Tonight, I will be your host and game master here on the Player Hater Gaming channel. Well, tonight, it's Wednesday, so we're going to play D&D with our campaign, Tales of the Skytorn. But before we dig into that juicy campaign story, let's knock out some announcements. If you have not done so, do us a huge favor. Head over to our link tree and just click all the links. Click follow on everything. Leave comments. Just want to know what you think. We'd love to hear if you like certain jokes or situations. Maybe you disagree with one of my rulings. I don't care, but you can comment on it. Engagement is engagement, so it's fine.
Listen, we all know that even though it's your opinion, you're still wrong.
You're still
Moving
wrong. But we love you. It's okay to be wrong. Also, within that link tree, you will find 2 Discord links. That's right, 2. First, we have the official Player Hater Gaming Discord. We can come, share memes, talk live, have fun with the question of the day, and maybe get some D&D free stuff here and there. But if you want a place that's really dedicated to D&D, we have an incredible West Marches server. But for that information, I will pass off to Map Hunter to talk more about that.
Yes, so you want to play D&D. You have no idea where to go, who to reach out to, no idea what the hell the D20, D4, D10, or any of that means, and why monks are said to be broken and rangers said to be the worst class, even though that is a lie.
Yeah,
Anyway, we'll teach you what that all means. Hey, listen, all right? The paladin is good.
Keep going.
All right. We all know the fact that he is a proverbial meat shield. He will be taking all the beatings. Anyway, moving on. So, you want to learn how to be a DM and actually be like Brandon here. The one who ends up sitting there half the time just like, what the hell did this party do now? And try to just go off on a whim because we decided instead of turning left, we went right and broke through a wall and probably killed like about 3 or 4 goblins that we shouldn't have because they had a key that we needed. And we completely forgot about it and blew up a ship in the process. Not that that's happened already, but things happen. So we'll teach you also in the Shiramnot, where you can have fun, mess around. We'll teach you everything that you need to, and enjoy.
Absolutely. Thank you very much. Appreciate it. Now, the rest of our announcements help with the visual aid. So for now, thank you for listening. Thank you for being here. And let's go ahead and get into tonight's episode of Tales of the Skytorn.
In the year 208 PT, a world once grounded by tradition and mystery was forever altered. The events leading to the tearing and uprooting of the lands have faded into legend, leaving us with a mystifying era known only as Post-Torn. Player Hater Gaming welcomes you to the realm of Ulthana, where our journey takes us high above the clouds, into a realm of wonder and peril, a world composed of dozens of floating islands, each a unique culture unto itself, safe from the dangers lurking below. In this world of soaring islands and untold mysteries, danger lurks in every corner. Heroes and adventurers are born out of necessity, for the unknown has a way of finding its way into even the most tranquil of places. Meet our heroes who will shape the destiny of the Skytorn realm. Dracix, the unlikely but unyielding paladin, a beacon of virtue and strength. Red, the talented sorceress, wielding the elements with unmatched prowess. Eva, the warlock, possesses supernatural prowess, fueled by a pact of unknown origin and intent. Lovikazan, the indomitable barbarian, a force of nature and raw power. And lastly, the Doctor, the masterful wizard unlocking the secrets of the arcane with every incantation. These 5 souls, each with their own path, will converge in a tale of adventure, wonder, and intrigue. Join them as they explore uncharted territories and uncover the secrets of this realm. Welcome to Tales of the Skytorn.
So, before we get too far into this, I said the rest of our announcements needed some visual aids. If you will look in the top corner of all the players, you'll see they have a little familiar shaped dice symbol. If that number reaches 0, do them a favor, spend some channel points, give them some health dice. Also, with that, we have our lovely deck of situations. You want to influence the story directly? That's how you can do it. You can choose to put a card on the stack, or you can choose to use a card on the stack currently. I have the list over here off to my left, ready to go. But with all those out of the way, we've had a lot happen over the last few sessions. Maybe it's time we took a breath.
Oh.
Remember, let's breathe.
And we give each character kind of a moment to digest what's happened over the course of the last days, weeks. So I'm just going to start in reverse order, as I normally do. And instead of doing a recap today, I'm going to ask Red.
Oh.
How you doing? How to Red has the past few hours, days, and weeks been with all going on? And be ready, because all of you are getting the same question.
Well, I'm just getting put on the spot first.
Yes, we're going to look inward and get a little bit better perspective about who are these heroes, adventurers, individuals of undeniable strength, and perhaps a certain thread of destiny leading them with or without their permission.
Well, I like that I've gotten wings. At least temporary ones, but better than no wings. Having Zong and Tarkori in my dream were odd. Seeing my tree and my nest was nice. I've become increasingly concerned that perhaps this does not end with me alive. Or at least not outside of the box alive.
It's a valid concern considering what events in your life led to where you are now and the things you've experienced with this crew. Do you think you can trust them?
I could trust my crew with anything. Except their stubbornness if it becomes apparent that the only way forward is to put me back in the box. I don't think any of them could quite sacrifice it. Maybe Doc, but only because he's practical.
So I'm sure Red could take solace in that. She certainly trusts those around her. She knows there's probably only one, two if you include yourself, who would have the strength to make that call, should it ever come there.
Truly. And in opposition to the first time, when it was not my choice, if I knew that there was no other way, it would be a willing sacrifice this time.
You ponder these things in the early hours the next day, taking your time to quietly tiptoe out of the room you are all staying in, as the ship has been temporarily evacuated for the last sprint of major reconstruction. Not a repair, but new walls, new beds, so on and so forth. Heading outside, the room, your way down the stairs, and Eva smiling, just thumbing through her book. Fortunately, she is under the weather this session, so I'll do my best to do her character justice. I'd imagine probably check the DM screen real quick. Yep. She looks to the stairs as you come down, smiles, sets her book down. Sleep well, my dear?
More or less.
That is good. The
It is.
child still quite starfishing, I believe.
Yes, I think I've grown used to the bruises on my legs.
Well, I apologize you have them. Thankful. Endure them.
No need for apologies. I'd much rather her be safe in a room, even if I've got to share bed.
Agreed. Breakfast?
Breakfast
And with
sounds
that,
wonderful.
slowly trail away from the scene. Doctor, you awaken. Zahn still quite unconscious. I'd imagine the night prior there was an unofficial drinking contest between her and Drakix. We're not sure who won.
Well, they both pass out and you can't remember. Who knows?
Yeah. How has the past few days and weeks been for you, Doc? In this barely pre-dawn room, the curtains are closed, but just a little bit of light's been to peek through. You're aware of the time of day.
Probably the most stress Doc has ever had in his entire life, actually. And he's had a kid. So, but I don't think he would trade any of the moments he shared with everyone for anything. He definitely appreciates everything that we've been through, both in even our escapades in Wingata. I don't think he regrets anything that happened. He is sorry that innocents had to die for our choices. And he's trying his best to keep moving forward. But the worlds don't always want him to. Just since he's recently died and came back as an undead, something that he's endeavored his entire life to studying, and now he is one of them. Due to the whims of a god of life of all entities, and it definitely shifted his perspective in what he's been doing with his life. He knows this. He has a very strong idea, just like similar to Red. He might not live at the end of this adventure, knowing what he might have to do as well, just to stop the Devourer. There's a good chance he might have to sacrifice himself to stop it. And
Apologize for looking away. I just heard thunder, so I went to go check the weather really quickly.
you're good.
It seems like it's just isolated storms. Probably fine.
Yeah.
Thor's just trying to visit for dinner. It's fine.
Yeah. As I say, everything's fine. Power goes out.
No, it's not a sunny day, so you're good.
Yeah, exactly.
But no,
The whole
Doc
crew has
is
certainly been through a lot as you kind of sit here, slowly getting ready, not want to wake anybody.
it's very practiced at it at this point.
You head out the room, make your way downstairs, and you can see the table with Eva and Red, and there's already 2 plates of food, 2 drinks. Red, it's pretty easy for you to pick up on the doc coming downstairs. It's not like he's trying to hide his steps. especially with your passive. You're fine.
Yeah.
We have the same passive ability, don't we?
I think
Um,
I think the three of us do.
She's got an 18 passive.
You beat me then. I have a 17.
Yeah.
I have a
Yep.
19 investigation though. That's my highest.
Yeah.
Oh, that's fine. She's got also an 18 passive insight, so you know.
No, it's
Yeah.
okay. I've got somebody in our Friday podcast game that has like a 23 or something, and I
Mhm.
love using that. I tried to use it against people because you
Mhm.
built it for a reason. It shouldn't be used as a weapon against you, but it is fun every
Mhm.
once in a while just to be
Oh, yeah.
like, you look to your left and you notice something, and she's like, "What? What do I notice, Brandon?"
Can confirm it is 24.
And then I'll just be like, "Oh, you see a broomstick in the corner."
It's always been there. Why are you telling me?
Yeah.
You know, it's
Oh,
about to
It
fall.
shifted slightly. Yeah. Now to the
Dockwood.
table.
Yeah.
Yeah, go ahead.
Dockwood. Morning.
Morning. How are you feeling?
As good as I can be.
That's to be
Still-
expected, I suppose.
Still not
I'd
used to
say you
being.
look like the dead, but might be a compliment at this point. And she takes a sip.
Would that be the pot calling the kettle blackwood then?
This is a loud slurp.
Doc would
Living
go.
is on. As we fade from that scene, back to you. You barely catch the soft feel of a kiss against your forehead, and the sound of a door closing. You're a little groggy when that happens, but you do about 5-10 minutes later. You will yourself into consciousness.
Is it like that the zombie rise, or is it just like a
A
half
little
like
bit.
fall off of the bed, catch yourself? I forgot I'd ask.
You don't fully
It's-
fall off, but like one foot goes off, and you like plant the heel.
Yeah. And then rotate
Reach-
out
you
and
reach
just
to your
like,
left and grab the bedpost.
yep. She like stretches and like just a crack all the way up the back and like,
It was like that
Stretches
hard pop
out.
right here in that bone.
yeah. Oh, I had that a couple of days ago. It threw my whole shoulder out for like 2 days.
Oh gosh.
Oh yeah, it was not fun. B, you had to do this on a night that I was drinking, didn't you?
Yeah, you're welcome.
Thanks, bud. Thanks.
By design.
Yeah.
Who let this man be a DM?
Right?
Listen, really on the piece of paper it says like all players, this happens. One medicine,
This
nothing
happens.
happens. It's just a large question mark, and you just like
It's
throwing it off the
It's
cuff.
just a table I roll on. If everybody's here, roll d6. If someone's missing,
Yeah.
roll d8.
Yeah. No, I think she's been trying to hold herself together for a while now, I think. And like externally, like she's doing good, she's keeping her energy up and she's learning all this new druidic stuff. But internally, she's just like, what the fuck is going on? What did I get myself into? Because, like, for her, this is completely different from her home life. And yes, she's excited to be out and be exploring and all this.
Certainly far removed from the
Yeah.
maybe I'll pick up my life and move every 2 to 3 weeks, sometimes a month in the
Yeah.
same place, but certainly always on the same island.
Mm-hmm.
This
And
is the
now
fine print of
everything.
the contract.
And now everything's different to her. So everything is new to her, and it's very unsettling for her. So she's trying to adapt to that. New is good, new is okay, but like she is very homesick.
Would you say she's beginning to wrestle with just how large the world is?
Yeah. And they've only been to 2 different islands in her mind. Well, 3 because she stopped. But she's getting used to it. She has her friends here to help support her and keep her grounded, so then she can then keep them grounded and all that.
Get dressed. Head downstairs. You can see the quiet murmurings of the table. A seat next to Doc. Ordering some breakfast. The sounds fade as our focus drifts to an individual who currently holds the keys in his hands. The focal point for most people, and the only reason they can get from place to place. Through choice, action, happenstance, there are many things to consider. But there is a truth. This crew has a captain. And that captain is waking.
Yeah, when he wakes up, the first thing he makes sure one eye cracks open slowly, the other one just snaps open. It's like, huh? Where am I? The ship, it's not rocking. What? And it takes him a minute to realize, oh, he's on solid land. This is where we are. Everything slowly starts like, the wheels start to slowly turn like,
Now,
this is what's going on. This is where we are. No need to go on a massacre, run away, or through the window. He's just like, oh, okay, yeah, all right. But he definitely slowly gets up and just like sits on the bed and just looks out the window for about 5 minutes, just to kind of center himself, and then eventually gets dressed. And also thinks about jumping out the window and just away for a while because he's just like, he needs that sense of it's more of a sense of weightlessness that he would kind of get from being on the cloud ocean. Like he's pushing it along like as far as he can, but it's still like every once in a while he's just like he gets that restless feeling of it's too solid, it's not right. So he's just like, okay, no, we're fine. He double checks to make sure that he has everything. Nothing's been touched. Nothing's out of place. Puts all his gear on. Takes a slow, deep breath, and then walks out and goes down the stairs to get food. And also in his mind, he's just like, I need some coffee.
You can see that there is, you're not sure how they acquired this, but there is sitting in front of Doctor currently a couple of clear glass beakers, a pot of boiling water, a makeshift parchment he took and folded it a certain way and made it just right, and basically is doing his best to reconstruct the ability to make coffee, as here you can only get regular coffee.
To be fair, I did pack up my alchemical set and it is with Doc.
Yeah.
Yeah, in his head, he's just like, thank God for Doc. As he just goes, gets some food, sits down with everybody, takes a moment just looking at them all, thinking of everything they've been through, and just feels like a small grin, like, it's good to have you guys. And then he immediately just shuts up and starts to eat.
You okay there, Drakex?
Certainly in a good mood for whatever reason.
Well, besides the fact that I kind of want to just jump out of a window to feel like I'm on the cloud sea for a minute, perfectly fine.
We spent one night on land. You
yeah,
okay?
but I need
Kind of what?
I need the cloud sea.
Hmm.
Being
So you
on
would have
land for a
preferred
while.
that I rented the rooms at the inn that looked
No,
like a ship?
No. Once again, it has to be the cloud sea. You know, there's that rocking to the clouds in the
I mean,
And
I heard that
and
there's
he starts.
beds that they've
He's about
magically
to like
enchanted to.
start talking, and then realize that the way his words are can be taken in about 18 different ways, and he just goes like, "Don't worry about it. It's just being out there is relaxing for me. Okay,
Yeah.
that is all. That has practically been my life. Being on land for prolonged periods of time is odd and weird. And don't get me wrong, I will do it because we need to. But after a certain amount of time, I get fidgety.
More fidgety than usual, you mean?
Yes, my hands get extremely itchy, and I need to either procure items or get out of the cloud sea and enjoy the majesty of nothingness and weightlessness.
Right.
I need to go hit something.
Right.
And
That's what I do.
And he looks over to Red. It's like, do you also need to burn something? Is that pretty much what we have to do? And he kind of like looks over. It's like, wait. So let's see. Burn something, hit something. And he looks to Eva for a minute. Make sure we don't get into trouble half the time. And then look to Doc. Make sure that we don't die. And also make sure that all the magic is good too. He just chuckles a little bit at that. He's like, look, we all have our things. I'm not going to argue. But for what it's worth, I am grateful to have you all.
I do need to borrow Eva for today, probably. There's one more step to the Validium we got to do before we take it to the smithy.
Okay. And he immediately just hands you the bag of holding. And he goes, oh, the other thing is in there too.
Okay.
The other thing?
Yeah, the other thing.
I'm actually talking about the wood.
No.
He's actually talking about the ring. But yeah, the
wood. I know what you're talking about. Doc knows what you're referring to.
I'm pretty sure he would have taken the wood from Red at some point and stuffed it into the bag of holding.
Holding
Just
on to
so
it.
that
I don't
way.
know what you're talking about.
All right, then never mind. He just points back over to Red.
Not giving it up.
Just like clutching it like a baby.
Yeah, he just looks like, oh, no. The other thing is there. He just looks, points to Red.
Child, no.
But why, Mommy?
Mother, I wish to have the saltines.
Mother!
No!
Oh, they're both like, Mother, feed me some of the saltiness.
Cats.
Yes.
But no, I need to attune the Validium to a boundary between realms before we can forge it.
Right. It came from the dream realm. Shouldn't it already be back to that?
No, this is the metal, not the wood.
Oh, right.
Mm-hmm. Well, metal, crystal, same thing in this case.
Yeah.
It probably wouldn't take long to do this. I just need Miss Eva to utilize her portal, and we should be able to tune it in the realm.
Right.
After that, he'll be ready to be taken to the smithy, and he can begin work on it.
How long would it take? Did he tell you? Do we know?
We don't know. I don't think we'll get an estimate for that until we take all the materials to him. And for all I know, it might not take him long because, kind of part for his deal to do this for us. So I don't think it'll cost us anything either.
Thank goodness.
I didn't need to leave him alone forever afterwards, I'm sure.
You don't fucking know me. You never fucking see me. I don't want to see you again.
Pretty much.
So we can't just accidentally tie him up in rope and just throw him into the ship as we leave. That's
I
what
don't
we
think-
have a
No.
blacksmith to go with. No,
I
no.
don't think that'd be a
No.
good idea.
Mm.
He's a dwarf, and you know how dwarves are.
And we don't want to be wanted on another island. Thank you.
Technically, it all depends on how much he's liked here and known. If he's not, nobody would know.
I imagine he's pretty decently known, especially within the certain religious circles.
All right, if that's the case, then yeah, never mind. He's gonna stay here. He's fine. Not me looking for a blacksmith. Listen, it doesn't actually hurt to actually have a blacksmith, a runesmith, as well as everything else we have.
Oh,
Kind
no,
of
it
just
doesn't,
shores
but
up all professions, you know. This
I
way.
agree. But we can find one that we can find one in a different place that would be more willing to work with us.
Willing or unwilling, it all depends. But yeah, I agree.
And we have friends on some other islands. I'm sure we can find someone who doesn't have a grudge against you.
Drac looks like playfully hurt. It's like, I'm lovable. Everybody loves me.
Right.
Oh yes,
Though
everybody
somewhere-
loves you.
Somewhere,
this
definitely somebody
explains-
sneezed, and he's just like, which asshole is thinking of me?
This explains his good mood. He's delusional this morning.
He just
Should we
looks
bring
over-
him to a cleric?
I'm fine.
Probably should.
Mm.
Matters of the mind are not to eat, just to heal.
Fair.
Everything is fine.
Mm.
I just woke up on the right side of the bed instead of the left side, okay?
You know, that's what an insane person would say, right?
No, an insane person would probably
Neither
say the fact that they
insanity.
actually just fell off of the bed.
Right.
Maybe it's because he actually slept in a bed for once, not the hammock.
Mm,
I like
that's
my
fair.
hammock. I like my hammock.
Mm-hmm.
Sure, bud.
Listen, I don't have to argue or fight with covers to get out of the hammock in the middle of a fight.
Mm-hmm.
You just roll and
I
fall
just need
onto
to
the
flip
floor.
off. I'll flip onto my hands and feet and just run out immediately. Don't have to worry about it. There's nothing about getting caught within the covers or anything before that. It is just dropping and stop giggling.
Right.
Sorry. I'm just
Listen, all right, we're not talking about the Gator Express, all right?
Mhm.
All right, I wasn't playing the Gator Express, but still.
I'm just picturing Drakix just completely on all fours, just like running through the door completely butt-ass naked.
In all honesty, that has probably not been the first time that's ever happened,
Won't be the last either.
and it won't be the last either.
Just on all fours, just like huffing it. Oh, sorry.
There-
Right.
That's the reason why, whenever you guys go back to the ship and really like pay attention to the doors, like,
Mhm.
well, if you ever would have seen like the other ships, there definitely were like cracks in the door frame because of that exact reason.
1,000%. Well, I should go and get some more herbs because I royally fucked up those potions.
You could ask for my help, you know.
You were kind of in a non-wakeable sleep at that point, and yes, I realized like halfway through I should have asked, but I was already so zoned into it that I really didn't think, and I thought I could do it.
Mm.
I clearly need more teaching, so
I
that's
can
why I'm
teach
gonna
you
go
how
get the
to
extra
do it.
herbs. Yeah. So I'll go get those while you do your thing. and I should have enough money. So, yes. And no, I'm not going to buy a candy apple cart.
Drag just shrugs.
At this point, you wouldn't be surprised.
I would not be surprised.
Fancy man.
So you would be okay if I hired a candy apple maker for the ship?
No.
You just get the recipe for our cook. Don't we have a cook now?
We have a cook now.
I'm going to go and find her. Him. Them. I don't know who it is yet. We should
Right,
probably
how about
figure out
you
who.
work on the herbs first.
Herbs, yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Doc's gonna look at Drax.
Whoop.
I have a spell I've heard about, but I'd like to have your permission to try it out at some point. Not today, or anytime soon, probably.
Oh,
Well, with your new ancestor, we'll call him, popping his head around, I might be able to summon something like him to speak.
wait, does that mean I gotta yell it back at him too? Let's do it.
Actually,
Let's do it. And Dracula is like, there's now a
I-
shine to his eyes. It's like,
I
can we do
can't-
it now? Can we do it now? Let's
I
do it
can't
now.
guarantee it would be him. I might get a different ancestor.
It's fine. It's fine. I'll just yell at whichever one gets there. It's okay. I can vent. Let me vent.
Like I said, we'll do it not today, a different day. Back when we have honor on our ship and in a controlled environment.
And he looks at you just like, do we ever have a controlled environment?
No.
More so on the ship than anywhere else.
That's fair.
At least there's no innocents get caught in the crossfire there.
That is
Yep.
also very fair.
Sorry, I was very distracted by trying to get something put in the notes, and it wasn't formatting how I wanted it to. And then
I hate
somebody
that.
fixed it. So whoever that was, show me afterwards how you did that. How
Will
did you
do.
get that to work?
Magic
Show
is
me
what it is.
afterwards. Digital note taking, y'all. It's handy.
It is a shared Word document. The best thing.
Yeah. Don't let your DMs or GMs have it easy. Force them to remember every detail. And don't give them access to it.
Revokes access to this.
Please
current
don't revoke my
email.
access. I need this.
Oh.
Realizes in this moment, oh crap. I shouldn't have said that.
That moment, he
Mhm.
knew. He fucked
He
up.
fucked up.
Oh man.
Breakfast is had. You begin to go on your separate ways. I know for certain, Drakix, or Doc, you had somewhere you wanted to go and things to do with Eva. We'll knock that out. What are you attempting to do?
Well, the instructions specify it has to be attuned to the boundaries, a boundary between realms. So I don't know if that would consist of Dream Realm specifically or the Great King's Realm. And I know Eva has gone through both with her portal, so. The idea is to just have her pop one of the two portals and I go in with the Validium, and attune it.
Is it the materials itself or the spear once it's constructed?
Materials itself. A Validium core attuned to the boundary between realms is needed for the initial smithing of this. It's set it is under the required item section of the note.
Okay.
And obviously, once Doc is in there, he's got the bag of flame with him. He's gonna take the time to get the ring out of the bag and put it in his own pocket.
Drac would definitely tell him that's in a box and what the box looks like and everything in his mind.
So you reach your hand in, you think about the box, and then there it is.
Right into his pocket.
Alright.
And then
Eva begins to set up a very simple ritual site for opening a portal to the dream realm.
Okay.
Is there anything you are going to do to aid in this endeavor?
I mean, I have enough experience with arcane in general. I think I could probably help with the stabilization of a portal to help it form and be less taxing on her.
Okay.
It also helps I've been to both realms technically at this point.
Okay. So you get your book out. Not your spell book, but your book of theories. Basically your pre-spell book, your research book.
Mm-hmm.
Get your chalk. And as she very simply kind of traces in the ground, she uses a bit of magic to leave the enchantment behind. You take your chalk and you begin to kind of add
Formulas or something,
using geometry to assist in the flow of the energy. Hope you didn't have any plans for the rest of it.
Don't anymore.
Yep. It basically is similar to trying to enchant an item. It takes work, it takes time. And at the end of these hours of work, there unfortunately is no progress. Not to say neither of you feel it can't be done, but you're missing something to this enchantment. You're missing something to this attempt to infuse this planar growth of crystal with an energy source.
Is there any kind of like arcane check I can do to figure out what step we're missing?
I would say that would be a next day check.
Okay.
You can, or you can make it today. It's just you won't be able to make any progress today.
That's fine. I'm
Go
fine
ahead and
with
make an
that.
Arcana check.
Normal. Ooh, that's a bad roll. Let's see. Subtract 2, so 19 total.
19 total?
Mm-hmm.
He says that's a bad roll with a 19.
I rolled a 6.
Looking at this, you're not certain.
Yeah.
The runes are right. Directionality is correct. But it's not, the material isn't taking. You're unsure why.
Okay.
The Vikazan. You hit the market streets.
Hey.
Before she leaves,
Yeah.
Drac would have given her one of the 2-way sending stones and hold it onto the other one.
Okay. He hands
Noted.
you a probably. It's honestly not. This one's not very large. It seems to be. You wouldn't know why, actually. You've probably never seen one before.
I have, because I
You
have
have.
one for Regna.
You do. You notice as he hands you yours, this one, it's like maybe half the size of the one you use for your sister.
Thanks.
Listen, it's all they had, really. Okay?
It's so tiny. I can hold it like. Okay. Sure. Thank you. I appreciate it. I
You're
will make sure to
welcome.
keep in contact.
Yes. Thank you.
Yes.
I don't have to worry about Eva and Doc because I'm sure that Eva has her own way. And he looks over to
Yeah.
Red, thinking like that is true. He has no idea.
Red, do you want to join me? Do you want to go see some plants? Take a long walk?
She
So-
looks like she's thinking hard.
Steam slowly leaves your
Yeah.
Red's ears.
It's a real long walk. Like, we won't be back till the afternoon.
The hamster wheel is a turning.
Yes.
Alright, fine.
Oh my gosh, she said yes. Are you okay? Do you need to take a nap?
Would you like your hair on fire? I think it might look better that way.
It might look good, Shard. I don't know.
Okay, right. Well,
I don't know what
Scanner's
Doc
on the way.
prefers. Yeah, okay. He does like my long hair, but I don't know that he's like ever said like short hair or like I don't know. Okay, let's go.
Right.
Yes. I should be hydrating with non-alcoholic stuff. I just
Alcohol is dehydrating.
exactly.
Listen, that depends on how you want to look at it.
Right.
It is a liquid going into your body. It is still hydrated.
Exactly.
Well, what about
What
that
happens afterwards is completely.
The problem is that this
Mhm.
held this,
Nah,
and I'm okay.
You're fine.
don't
fine.
believe you.
Fine.
You're great.
We're fine. Totally fine.
Mhm,
Two of you
are
head
fine.
out. Anywhere in particular, or are you just looking for those things? 'Cause that would not be difficult to find by any means.
I think Zahn was planning to go back to how do we not have her as an NPC at this point when we've gone back to her like 3 times?
It's a great
I'm
question.
so mad at myself. It's not Anna. It's not.
Do I need to tell you the
Amari.
name again?
It's hold on. Let me find my notes. Those are
Don't worry.
not those
I don't
notes.
write notes. I don't write
Yes.
notes.
Those are login information, please. I won't find it in time.
Wrong.
Wrong lever. Yeah, I need that name. Because
Pretty,
I should have it, but I don't.
pretty sure it was Maggie.
May?
Sure.
That
Was it
doesn't
Maggie or Katie? I can't remember which two.
Mari. It's Mari. There it is.
Mari, yeah.
West of the main city. Leave out the outskirts, further into the thoroughfare, past the beacon, main circular road to the. Yep, that's it. It's Mari. I'm writing that down right now. So yes, Zahn is going to, with Red, head
I
over
like how
to
it was
Mar.
so recent, it's still on my current physical note page.
Yay!
This is the third trip here.
Yeah, that's true. We're gonna head to Murray to find some more of those medicinal herbs that give a greater healing potion if made correctly. Yes. And then
Very long walk.
wherever Red wants to go on the way too. Like it's not just a Zahn trip, so if there's anywhere that Red wants to go.
She's just idly concentrating on her dagger as she walks.
As you are focusing on your dagger, you
Mhm.
notice there has been somebody who seems to have been trailing the two of you.
Right. So, subtle casting message. As someone following us, don't look.
Okay.
Do you look immediately? Don't be suspicious.
No, she does not.
She said, "Don't look."
Exactly. It's Zon.
Look, if I told Red not to look at something, would Red look at it?
She would find an oblique way to look at it.
That was quite true.
Exactly my point.
She'd pull out a mirror.
Check her makeup with a mirror.
Yeah, exactly.
Zon doesn't wear makeup, so actually, technically, I feel like
does, 'cause
technically
of her-
Zon does the most.
Your war paint.
Yeah.
Yeah.
War paint every morning.
Come on now.
I'm sure Doc
Yeah.
helps you put it on too at some points.
Yep. So no, she doesn't look. She's like, okay, what do we do? And we do this mentally, so now you can talk back.
Oh, good. Now she doesn't have to waste energy on
Yes.
subtle casting. Got it.
Exactly. Yep. Who are they? What do they look like? Should I pull out my axe or?
Does she recognize the person or what they look like? Or does she just like mysterious figure in a hooded cloak?
No, they're not a mysterious figure in a hooded cloak. They are an individual who is standing upright, seems to be either going the same direction you are, or is actually following you. You're kind of uncertain at this point, but considering they've been with you since probably once you got to like the north side of the merchant streets and started heading out into a little more of the open grasslands, not heavily infrastructured regions, and they're still on the same path. They're either going to the same place through coincidence, or they are truly following you.
Okay. Oh, alright. Is there like alleyways coming up or little turns that they
No,
can take?
You're in open territory. The next
Open
place
territory.
to go.
Mm-hmm.
Did you go to this location last time?
Red's been there once, I think.
Yeah.
You would know there's probably a good 20 minutes of just openness.
Let's step aside and take a break and have a snack. Yeah.
Right, we can do that.
Complain about your feet walking as you walk.
Complain
That wouldn't be
loudly,
Zon. Look, it's not that long of a walk. If you want me to carry you, I can carry you, but you're gonna have to walk back on your own. I have to carry the soil, like. Yeah,
you
we'll step
decide
aside.
To touch me, you're going to be missing some fingers. Right. Side then.
Eva can put them back, if not Doc. But yeah, we'll like step aside and fake having some munchies.
Fake having
As you
some munchies. I
Step
love
off to the
that.
side. You scrounge quickly for some snacks. You find some like dried fruit, nuts,
Oh, yeah.
Things like that.
It's-
Yeah, simple snack.
It's a thing.
Jerky.
Yeah.
Yep.
This individual approaches the two of you. Human male, dark hair, kind of slicked back, kind of a thick mustache but well groomed, wearing familiar crimson and brown colors. A symbol over the left-hand side of their tunic, that of Count Vosswood Manor. But he stands before you in the sunlight.
Mhm.
Excuse me, I do believe you are with, Madame Eva. His voice coming out quite soft and not matching at all the physical body of the individual. Is this correct?
Zon looks to
And
Red.
why are you looking for her?
Oh, I was sent to bring her something, but
I can take it to her for you.
that would be most appreciated. And he pulls something out of his satchel, a small wooden box, and just hands it forward and lowers his head, almost as if he's bowing to you.
So, insight this motherfucker.
as you're just gonna stare at him. He just stands there holding them towards you.
Yep, same.
Yeah, well, she's
Same.
gonna insight as she's reaching, but she's not gonna grasp the box until she's sussed out his intentions.
Okay, go ahead.
Good. That inspires
I am-
confidence.
Also, inciting, can she do it with advantage? Because the mind link, and I could be like, he seems a bit off.
Sure.
Like his stance is like.
Roll again.
Oh, okay, excellent. I can do
Roll
that.
one more
again.
time.
Okay. Yeah, that's a worse
16
score. All right.
currently on the table.
16.
16 it is. He does not seem hostile.
She will take the box.
Do his intentions with the box seem hostile?
No.
Okay.
He releases it, stands upright. My master sends his regards for the eagerness of some members of his court and extends his deepest apologies. And he gestures towards the box.
Right. Are the contents of this box private?
You are welcome to view.
Well, oh, she's definitely opening it.
As
Well,
you open it,
maybe.
on
Yeah.
a piece of black silken cloth is 2 pairs of vampire fangs.
And who do these belong to?
The survivors of those who were eager beyond their abilities. Again, he
Right.
apologizes for the actions of his court. They were not given permission to seek you out on your ship.
Give her the message then. She closes the box.
He bows and he leaves.
Was
Well, shit. I mean, at least he has some decency to,
no, there's a trick to this. I don't trust it.
Yeah, yeah.
Should I burn them?
No, I think we should let Eva see them and then you burn them. I feel like she should know that what happened wasn't supposed to happen and that he's
wait
not
to
coming
tell
after
her.
her. Yeah, but I feel like seeing it would be better. Like, you know how she went and saw Doc and saw that he was alive and it helped her? I feel like seeing this and then burning it would be better. Right? Versus just, saying.
Right. Okay, she's gonna study this thing with this magically, like, to see if anything will happen if it gets close to Eva. Can she suss that out?
Well, I was just checking both your character sheets to make sure before I asked for this roll. I need red.
Uh-huh.
Sorry, Livic is on.
Oh.
I need red to make an Arcana check.
Oh, fuck yeah. Not 20 for a 26, motherfucker.
You would
Tell
know
me.
that given the strength of these creatures, even though the party was able to best them, they still had years to their life. You would know, typically upon destruction, their body turns to ash. So with these 2 sets of fangs still remaining as fangs, they could be quite potent and quite useful in enchanting, spellcraft, anything of that nature.
Can we also assume then that, okay, this is drunk nutmeg talking. Let me just preface
Love
this.
it.
I would not normally just ask this. Can we assume then that these fangs were taken while the person was still conscious? Because they would just turn to ash and...
Considering how polite and proper you've seen him, you would both get a sense. You don't get as old and influential as one does without understanding.
Mhm.
In order to be capable of incredible kindness and politeness, you must vice versa by hand. You must be intimately knowledgeable of savagery.
Yep. Noted. Thank you for answering Dragonbacon's questions.
You're more than welcome.
Know enough of vampires to be able to tell if the vampires will just like desiccate now, or are the fangs not necessary to their survival?
You get a sense they had not survived the endeavor.
Oh,
Yeah. I mean, you take the only source of which it can feed through, it's probably going to die off at some point.
right.
Whether or
She
not
just
it
wanted
was
to know
quick.
if they were suffering, though.
Oh, probably.
They probably died too quick.
Given the
at least
nature of
for
the
her.
message and the way it was delivered, you would know that words would be chosen quite deliberately.
Okay.
The fact that
Yeah.
an apology was issued for the actions of his court, which seemed to be in direct opposition to whatever he wanted to happen.
I also still feel like this is very sus, and that maybe he's trying to get on our good side, saying, "Oh, my court is bad, and Posh, my court is good."
That is
I don't know.
certainly a fair thought to make.
Yes. Right. Shall we?
Right.
When did I turn British?
I would just say, just given the reflection
You started
we
drinking
had
wine.
at the start of the session and Levikazan realizing how small her home is and how large the world can be, I'm not sure if it would scare her or impress her inwardly to be able to make such a guess. Because there's
Probably
probably one
both.
point in time she probably had pretty high regards for most of humanoid creatures.
Yeah. You know, to be able to constantly live in the clouds and all that and figure out how to live after all this. Yeah, for sure. Now it's, something.
You make your way.
Take him away.
You begin to head further north. And as you get closer to the large barn-like structure where this individual resides, where they're shot, we're going to take a short 5-minute break. We're going to run some ads very quickly because we're a bit beyond our usual time, but we're going to do this and take a pause so you don't miss any part of the story. So we'll see you when the ads are over. If anybody wants to go get a drink or something or just chat, you're welcome to. I'm just going to sit here and finish my carbonated beverage.
That's all right. I'm just going to question the voice from beyond and the fact they don't know how to type quench.
Clench your thirst, brother.
Mhm.
One time I came out from here, but so
Wait.
one time I came off because I gotta go to the bathroom. So
Okay.
it'll mess up the camera for everybody, so everyone knows until I come
That's
back.
fine. We'll deal with it. We're on a short break. We'll just be off kilter for a moment, whatever.
Okay.
It actually only messed him up. That's funny.
Yeah.
What's even greater is they can't hear the voice from beyond. Only we can. I still have that one bag of popcorn, so I'll probably make that on big break. Yeah. If we take a big break, we might just go for 45 minutes and have a good rest of the night.
That's fair.
That sounds about right. I don't want Eva to miss anything just because she's under the weather. If you're there watching us from the ether, Miss Eva, we hope you get well soon. I hate being sick myself, so I don't wish it on my friends.
I have no idea what that means, in all honesty, and I hope it stays that way.
Hope it stays that way. Are you one of those people who just never get sick?
Yes. I am knocking on wood because I want that to stay the same.
Oh, that's good.
To be fair, this is the first time in like 2 years I gotten sick. So,
Oof.
Well, clearly somebody's sick behind you because she's sneezing up a storm.
Goodness.
she always does that.
Is that sneezing?
No, she's like cleaning her chest.
Oh, okay,
I
gotcha.
was about to say, that looks like sneezing.
It looks like sneezing, yeah.
No,
Just
you-
quiet sneezes.
No, she's a loud sneezer like I am actually.
It's just a rock metal concert.
Yeah.
Yeah. She actually has a
I love
habit
those
of
videos where they have like just a cat and a still picture, and then they just move the slider back and forth till they make a headbang or something.
she has a habit of watching YouTube. She'll watch
Okay.
YouTube with me a lot. So
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah. She's just like, Father, don't speak of me like that, Father. I am currently here, Father.
It is. I am a tree.
Oh, man.
I'm gonna see. All right, let's play a game till Meg gets back. Can we pick out all the swords on our wall?
I give me a couple. I
Bottom
think.
is Rebellion.
Yep.
Yep.
You got two
Second
Wakazachis.
down
and-
looks like Conan. The two on the left side.
The handles are way too big. They're more Wakasashi size.
Yeah, they're large.
Yeah, they are.
I think
No.
top blade in nope. Second up. It's not Narsil, but it's the one he had before that.
The one from the movie, I know what you're talking about. Yeah.
Yeah. I forget the actual name of the blade was. He had one blade, and then they reforged Narsil.
Narsil and gave him that. Yeah.
How do you say it? Did I say it wrong?
Narsil.
Narsil. Okay, my bad. I think that's just his regular ranger blade.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The
I know
top
she
one
didn't-
I can't place.
I need to see it closer to probably place
Yeah.
it.
Looks like a short sword.
They're all short swords, actually.
Oh, I
Not
don't know
Rebellion.
swords.
Not Rebellion, but like the way she hasn't hanged up.
Rebellion technically is a long sword, but yeah, it's
Rebellion's a get fucked demon sword.
technically Rebellion is a great sword that was
It is.
modified
It's just wielded
into
by
a long
Dante.
sword. And like watching Devil May Cry recently on
I haven't
Netflix
seen
and
it
everything,
yet. I know. I've been told I need to see it.
I will say that you should.
It's good. Okay.
It was, yeah. Not gonna lie, I've already rewatched it like 4 times.
I need to see someone with Ichigo's sword on their wall. That's what I need to see.
Which version?
one?
I was about to say, yeah, which one?
I don't know, the
Technically,
very
he's
last
had like
one.
4 of them.
He's
Yeah.
had the original's always been the same. I think
Mhm.
the first release is always the same.
And then it,
Is
you
it-
had
Well,
the,
remember the
Bonfire.
fact that
you had the
it's
one
actually
with the
been
hilt and one the wrap.
the first
Oh,
one
yeah.
has been reforged
Meg.
twice.
What's all the swords behind you, top to bottom?
Name them.
We want to see if we were right.
You think I know the names of the swords? That's the thing.
You say
You
what they're
just tell
from.
us where they're from.
I know that the bottom one you said was Demon Slayer.
No,
No.
Devil May Cry.
Devil May
That's
Cry.
Rebellion.
Devil May Cry.
Yeah.
This is Aragorn's sword from Lord of the Rings.
The first one or his second one?
Where I'm
First one.
pointing, the second from the bottom.
No. In
No,
the
no.
timeline of the story, is
It's
it
not
his
Narsil,
first
it's the
blade
other
or
one,
his
right?
The
second
first
blade?
one. It's the first one.
Yes.
And I have no idea what these two are. But hold on, let me get them to open or unsheath them. Hold on.
Looks like. God, it
This
looks
is
like-
now the campaign, guys. Understanding what the swords are.
Oh, that's
This
Glomdring.
might be
No, it's not. That's not.
his.
That is not.
Second
No, that's not
that-
Glomdring.
No, I have Glamdring. That is not Glamdring.
It does have Elvish script on the handle.
That is
but you
Narsil.
can't see it.
That is Narsil.
So
Yeah, that's Narsil.
that might be that.
Okay.
Based on the hilt, it's Narsil.
I don't know what the other
Yeah.
one is. It's pretty, and it was free.
I can't argue with furry.
Love it.
Oh, but then
Ooh,
Yeah.
sword.
itty bitty
Nice.
sword.
Dirge.
Very fun.
I think, given my height, I should go buy Red Queen.
I'm so sorry.
Yeah.
I have a red queen. I can send you the link to it. It's only 150.
Send it. That would fit my height. That fits our height.
Yeah, I got you
She's,
written.
yeah, she
They're
doesn't have
command
her
strips. They're command
earbuds
hooks.
in.
I can tell you, they give it Walmart.
My God.
All right,
Meg-
welcome back.
I can hear now.
You eventually, with a new box in tow, you make your way into the warehouse-style building. The smell of dirt and fertilizer strong in the air
Mm.
as the
Remember, don't go on fire.
Yep. The individual that heads at the establishment kind of turns, sees the both of you, smiles. Oh, welcome back.
Hi. How are
Back so
you?
soon. I thought you were going to be. Of course, I'm happy to see you. I'm great. I thought you were not going to be around much longer.
No, we still have a couple of days. They're just finishing
Oh, okay.
updates on our ship. Yep.
Oh, is everything okay?
Oh yeah, no, Joe, just some renovation. We hired a crew.
Oh,
Finally,
nice.
instead of just 5 people running a giant ship.
Oh gosh.
We're
I know.
handling it well enough.
Yeah, we were. But a crew will help.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Yes. Yes. So do you have any more of those herbs that you sold me last time?
Yes,
The medicinal.
I have some that actually came in recently, and
Oh.
they're a little different, but they could help. Maybe.
Oh,
Shh, hang on.
different. Better?
She
Oh,
looks you up and down. Have some trouble, did we?
a little bit.
That was a 19 on the dice for her insight check. And she's a wizard.
No.
She's a wizard.
No, none. None whatsoever.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I kind of fucked it up.
Kind of.
Look, at least I made something that was edible and wouldn't kill you.
Are you sure?
And she proceeds
No.
very, very politely, without word, she sets a small book on the table. It has no title. It is bound in simple brown leathers.
Did you know when you made this for me?
I
Thoughts
just
for
keep a
dummies.
few extra on hand.
Insight check.
Ugh.
Oh god, not gonna lie.
Oh no, he's rolling. It's deception. Okay, that's decent.
Not gonna lie. Over the table, this is the card that Meg pulled in action. Because what was it about? Insights.
19?
She's being genuine.
I appreciate it. Thank you.
She got like a 23 on her insight check.
On her deception. Yeah.
I mean, yeah.
The dice number was 18.
Mhm. Wait, can Red tell? Because she's gonna think it's hilarious.
Would you have any reason to question this person's motives?
Yeah. Well, I mean, not motives, but like,
'Cause she's
she for sure
interacting-
wants to know if
She's
this.
interacting with Zahn. That's all that she needs.
Yeah, she's just gonna hold it over Zahn's head for forever. So yeah. Do you want me to roll it, or do you want me to go with passive? Because passive isn't gonna beat it.
Passive is not going to beat it.
Yep.
Alrighty.
She gets to summon
She
a lot
just-
hysterically.
Slides the little book over.
I'm guessing this will help me learn.
Do you read it?
Mhm.
You open it up, and it's fairly detailed drawings of plants. And then the next page is kind of like simple sketches of like how to place it in the stone grinder what kind of texture you're looking for. It's basically a how to make potions for dummies.
It's a picture book version.
Love it. It's a picture book and everything.
It is a picture book version, yes.
this is the child version. You're not even given the adult version of the book. You were given the child version of the book.
She's not dumb though.
I know you're not, but it's hilarious.
It's fucking hilarious. Not gonna lie.
I'm not sure
Even-
to be insulted or gracious.
Yeah, she's very confused at the
Yeah,
moment.
it's this
She's
weird mixture of
kind of
insulting and then grateful.
and not. Yeah, it's like, yeah, okay, yep. You know what? I'll take it. I appreciate it. I had a rough time on the first go, and I feel like maybe with this, and it's weird to call him boyfriend. Boyfriend helping me with this. Maybe I could do that.
I think that's the first time she's ever said that word in front of Red.
It's
Or
true.
actually in general.
It's true.
In front of Red, yes, but she's called Doc a boyfriend before.
Yeah.
Yeah, just never in front of Red.
Mm-hmm. Officially.
She done did it. She done messed
Mhm.
up.
Mm-hmm.
Doesn't even realize she's messed up.
Mm-hmm.
Player's too drunk to care.
Don't worry. You won't have to call him your
Jesus.
boyfriend for much longer.
Yeah, that's true. Ooh, she doesn't know that yet.
Nope.
Nope. And Meg's probably gonna forget that entire portion.
Yep.
I'll just delete the image of the ring later.
No! It's okay, I've already saved a copy of it.
I know.
Okay, that's the thing actually though. Which one did you decide on? Like officially,
Silver.
officially.
The silver one.
The silver one? Okay.
Mhm.
Noted.
That's the
We're all
best.
gonna
I
get
think
to
it'll
see
match
this
her the
later,
best.
yes?
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay, all good.
Absolutely.
The player has not
saving
even
it.
seen the ring, so I don't know what it looks like.
We've seen the ring.
Yeah.
Because you approved it. The design I went with. So.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
As we wait to see what Brandon decides next.
Mm-hmm.
Does the woman have a comment?
Alrighty then.
Hi.
With the aid of the book, you look over. it.
Yes. Yes.
You looking at the ingredients available here.
Mm-hmm.
I need you to wait.
Bing, 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 bing.
Would you say if she
Okay.
follows it picture by picture, it's half proficiency?
Hang on.
I'm gonna eat my bagel.
There's enough ingredients
Still-
here if you purchase everything she has.
Mm-hmm.
You can make, or have a chance to make, 7 potions of healing.
Yeah, like regular or greater, because the medicinal herbs did greater.
7 potions of healing.
Okay.
4 potions of greater healing. And 1 potion of superior healing.
Right. 7 regular.
Mm-hmm.
The door opened behind her.
Mm-hmm.
4 greater.
Yep.
1 superior.
Okay. Cool.
For the healing, the ingredients you must purchase are as follows.
Okay. I'm ready.
You buy sunleaf petal, cloud dew honey, crystal spring water, and a simple glass vial that has been infused with the label just says arcane warmth. You're not sure what it means.
Okay.
Potion of greater healing. Your ingredients are moonshade fern,
Yep.
shard berry resin, skyroot bark, and minor spell crystal dust.
Okay.
Superior healing. Heart vine extract.
Art vine.
Heart vine, one word.
Okay.
Blaze flower oil.
Yep.
Silver dew.
Yep.
And distilled mirror bloom essence.
Yeah.
Red.
Oh, yes.
As she's picking all these out and going between plants and kind of portioned out ingredients for arcane use, make an Arcana check.
Oh, great. Cool. All right.
See how many of these you recognize.
Okay. Woo! That's an 18.
With an 18, you pick up on most of the ingredients as actually having, like, you feel confident there she's not trying to hustle your friend.
Okay.
You know that many of these ingredients actually are and can be used as material components for not just making things, but also in just general spellcraft. Like, they can be used as components.
So, do you think I should get all of these, Red?
Depends on how expensive they are.
I have a limited amount of funds here.
Right. Shopping episode.
Whee!
Shopping episode, magical infusion episode, babysitting episode. Because Drac is just currently hanging out with Cass.
Yup.
I have math. God dog it.
Yeah, you do. That is the oldest groany grown man groan I have ever heard.
Yep. It's almost like I'm old.
Yeah, almost.
Bitch! Y'all are not old.
My birth certificate begs to differ.
You shush behind the camera.
I'm just going to be quiet over here.
For once.
Nobody needs to know my answer to that. I'm just going to.
Look, my answers are usually I'm either the oldest in the group or I'm the youngest in the group. Today's the youngest.
Okay. Do you set everything down?
Yes.
You set everything down.
Yep.
She looks over it. That'll be about 1,150 gold.
Okay.
Right. So,
conversation in the mind. Should I get? I feel like between all of us, we would be able to make this.
Right.
Not just me.
So,
I know I can't do it on my own right now. Obviously, from the last bout of potions.
I think probably the more expensive components are for a later time when we're all more experienced in the
So
making
then
of them.
why don't I buy them now, and then we can just save them? Because we don't have to make all of this now.
Right. How much gold do you have? How much gold do we even have left?
I have on my person 10 platinum, 264 gold, and 1 silver.
Right, so we cannot afford all of them.
Yeah, we can. Oh no, we can't.
No, math on. Perhaps you
Look,
measured something
math-
wrong when you tried to
The
make
best
the
part of
potions.
all is the fact that is both Zon and Drunk Meg.
Oh, that was
Yes,
You're like,
Raylan.
look, maybe she's not good at math either. Maybe she knows a platinum is worth like 100 gold. Who knows?
Oh my god.
Ah,
Right.
it's the worst day to be. Okay,
You did it to yourself.
so why don't you know? Hold on. Why don't you just like talk to her, do your thing, be all nice with her, and be like, she's been a repeat
Nice. Do you remember who you're talking
Look.
to? Are you delusional?
Yeah, but you're good at talking. I'm not.
Right. Oh god, you're gonna make me people,
Right.
aren't you?
I'm gonna make you people.
Ugh, that's the worst.
I know, but look, all you gotta do is say, like, look, she's been really nice to you. She's been a repeat customer. She's come back to you for all of her things. And you
expect
gotta help.
to get a 90% discount then.
Not maybe 90. Look, okay, maybe we can't afford the expensive stuff, but maybe we can afford the beginner stuff for, like, the middle of the chunk.
Is this conversation happening mentally?
Mentally,
Yes.
completely
Okay.
mentally.
There's definitely hands. There's definitely
there
hands
is-
moving in this conversation.
Despite the fact your conversation is completely mental,
The facial
it
expressions
also
give it
leaves a
away.
very long silence.
Mhm.
And she just kind of looks at the ingredients. Would you like me to split them up by severity?
Right. Perhaps
Yes.
we could have all of the ones or the regular healing potions in one.
Or maybe the greater. Like,
I'm working on it. I'm working on it,
okay.
Dan.
I'm just.
Yep.
Zon takes a step back and is just like, I'll let you people now. You got
Right.
this.
So
I would
she
drink my
kind of
flask.
moves closer to this
Mari.
woman and lowers her voice a little, kind of looks over her shoulder at Zahn and then looks back at at Mari. She's like, look, it was really not great. We're trying to teach her. She's trying to learn. Likely we won't get everything out of this that we're trying to get. Is there any way that we could just get a discount on the lesser ones? You know, practice runs.
She pushes just the ingredients for the 7 regular ones forward.
Mhm.
These will just come to 175.
Right. I think, right, I'm sure we've got enough for that, I think.
Mhm.
Oof. And you're sure there's no way we could sort of get tiniest bit of a discount on there? Really, we might get 4? I don't know. You didn't see how she did the last ones. Oof.
Make a persuasion check.
Yes! Right.
Can Zon just be like in the background? Hold on, before you roll, can Zon just be in the background trying to like druid craft something, but it actually just wilts?
Sure.
Mhm.
Advantage?
Roll at disadvantage.
Oh my god!
I'm kidding. It's a regular roll.
Oh, for goodness sake. We're gonna use a sorcery point.
Please.
Roll an 8
Oh, we're
again.
gonna use another sorcery point.
So far, we have an 8 on the table, a 7 on the table,
Good lord.
14.
a 14.
You know what? We're staying with 14. If we can't get a discount, it's fine.
She kind of looks at Zahn as she fails to simply just use druid craft, and she leans in close to you and just like puts her hands on your cheeks. Poor soul.
been telling everyone.
125.
Oh, thank you so much. All right.
Okay.
And I'll count the book as free.
Oh, you are a dear. Thank you so much.
Zon in her Zon in her mind is like,
Mhm.
maybe inquire about the more expensive potions. Not the most expensive, but like the mid-range, see what those are like.
And this is already 125, Zon. We can come
I
back
know.
later with more gold right now.
We don't have that many days.
I was unaware it took 4 days to walk here.
Okay, we'll come back another day. Fine.
Oh, the sass is real.
But she already feels bad about, having to sell to me, so maybe it might be beneficial.
Right, or if you manage to bungle up these somehow, we could come back and, explain how you bungled up those, perhaps get a steeper discount.
You're right. Okay. Let's just...
You, Megan, I love you. Okay.
I should drink more often.
So mentally still, she's gonna be like, it's 125 gold.
Oh, yeah, okay. Yeah. Maybe tell me out loud so she doesn't know that we can talk together like this.
I'm sure she can already tell. It was a rather
Right.
long silence.
Okay. Yeah, okay. I'll hand over 10 platinum and 25 gold.
She takes it and just, you're not sure why, but she looks at you with pity.
I'm trying really hard. He was in like a coma-like state and I just needed to do some.
She starts packing her ingredients up and
Okay.
stands in the bag.
Thanks. I
Thank you
appreciate
again.
it. I'm sure we'll see you again.
Sure we will be back. When do you get these restocked?
Well, I won't have any more of those ingredients for some time, but
Right,
I will
okay.
continue to hang. I'll have these as long as they last.
Right. Well, thank you again. We will see you later.
Maybe
She's
next
just
time
gonna
take Doc
turn
with
around and
you.
go.
You head out.
Yes.
I appreciate you, Bari. Thank you. I'm just gonna walk out.
When they're far enough away.
Mhm.
Actually, no, she doesn't even have to wait until they're far enough away. She could speak to her mentally. So, just mentally. Have you acted before?
Have I what?
Acted. Like in a play.
What's a play?
Right. Okay.
It's a valid fucking question.
Sometimes I forget where you're from. Mm.
To be fair, she has deceived guards before as a quote unquote foreigner,
Mhm.
and Doc as a
Mhm.
translator.
Yep.
Even though we
Just,
were speaking two complete different languages, didn't understand what we were saying to each other at the time.
You really should have Doc take you to see a play at some point. It's people pretending to be other people telling a story on a stage.
Does it involve fighting?
Most of the time, actually.
Is there blood?
Fake blood, but yes.
Interesting. I will have to see.
Realizes that she knows what plays are because they're just wrestling shows. It's just wrestling matches.
Right. It's just WWE.
She just used her brother putting on a weird mask and just being like, "Oh yeah."
Yes.
We're not doing lucha libre, okay?
I can 100% see her better doing that though.
No,
yeah,
I
definitely.
can't.
Ever since
As a
he would,
teenager, I could definitely see
Listen,
him doing that.
he would be like, "All right, I'm leaving." Come back like 20 minutes later, completely different outfit, mask on, one of the other guys like, "Oh shit, it's the masked crawler," and it's get into a fight in the middle of the thing, and it just becomes a recurring thing throughout.
And Zon's just sitting there like, why the fuck are you dressed up like that? You look like an idiot.
And he just attacks.
Yep.
Oh.
She learns to wear spandex in time.
Doc would appreciate that.
Very true.
You make your way back to the tavern you're staying in.
We stop for snacks.
Stop for snacks. Drakix,
Mm-hmm.
how are you spending your day?
I have quote unquote kidnapped Cass.
Okay.
Because he's not going to leave her there alone.
Right.
He's going to take her around the city. Stay away from the black market and other nefarious things that he's used to. But definitely open
Make a
information.
perception check for me.
That's a natural 20 for 28.
You hear an incredibly familiar voice. As soon as you hit the market streets.
Uh-huh.
Step one, step all, come on, find the dragon card. Find it, find it. I know you can find it. Come on, where's it at? And you hear Galen. You look over, you can see it's a small crowd of people surrounding him as he has a small wooden box on top of a stool, 3 cards on it, and he's just moving them back and forth. Every once in a while he'll show the dragon card, then he'll show the 2 like pauper cards. Come on, where's the dragon? Hide amongst the paupers. Where is he? Where is he? Come on, can you find? Nope, didn't find him. Sorry. Good luck next time. Come on, move on. Where's he at? Where's the dragon? Come on.
Drac is going to stand about 20 feet, like mixed into the crowd a little bit, Cass on his shoulders, look directly at his eye, and goes, "The dragon's in the crowd," as he tries to go through, just to see if he can throw him off his game a little bit.
What's that? And that he is. A customer steps out. Come on up. You look like a whale.
And Drac is just going to look at him and just like, "I don't think you want that," even though Cass is currently like on his shoulders.
Oh, don't worry, folks. Big Dragonborn afraid to just come find his own kin in the deck. Can't handle the heat. Get out of the kitchen. Keep on going.
All right, at that point, he's just like, "Oh, well, that's okay. It's all right. I kind of know how to find people when they're lost in the middle of the fog. So it won't be the first time I've had to drag somebody out."
Gonna go grab a character real quick.
Not me going down to get my card insight.
Come on, character sheet load. Okay. You step up?
Yeah, he steps up.
Okay.
He's gonna put Cass down next to him, and it's like, watch and learn. Card insight.
Perception check.
Perception. Okay. That's an 18.
That's a what?
18.
18?
Uh-huh.
He keeps moving things around, and you almost catch it, but then something happens with the way he passes cards around, and you lose it. And he flips up the 2 cards you call, and then shows you where the dragon is, and you called it wrong.
He's gonna go, "Oh, I guess somebody does actually learn some new tricks." He looks at Cass like, "Do you want to do it again?"
She looks up at you. Yeah, we can find it.
All right, we're gonna do it again.
You put another gold down.
Yeah, he puts down another gold.
Put another gold down.
Listen, he knows for a fact that regardless of how much money he puts down, it's something coming right back to him anyway. That's terrible.
What'd you get?
That's a 10.
Okay. Yeah, no, terrible. You completely lose it.
Eh,
Why don't we give Cass a turn?
I would give Cass a turn.
Maybe she's better than Drakkix. Who knows?
That wouldn't
Okay.
be surprising.
She unfortunately does not guess correctly.
That's fine.
Listen, at this moment in time, he's just enjoying this and letting this be a teaching exercise. He has really no care as to how much money he burns.
As he's moving the cards around and speaking, you begin to pick up on certain ways he enunciates some of the words.
Mm-hmm.
And you begin to realize he's passing you a message.
Yep. Okay.
The message he passes is that he has taken the time to ensure the deck is well staffed and all cards are straight. To you, that means he's taken the time to investigation into all the new members of the crew, and none of them seem to pose a threat.
Okay. Good. The fact that he didn't have to pass along the names is even better. Because he knows that Galen is back on track and knows what the hell he's doing. He's just like, okay, now he actually deserves the chair that he has. All right.
But as he continues to shuffle, you just step away quietly, and he continues to just basically hustle the crowd.
Oh, yeah. As he leaves, though, he just says, thank you for making us more money. And he walks along with her. But yeah, he's really just wandering with Cass the entire time. There's no rhyme or reason. He's just taking her around. Wait. Did Zahn ever tell him where the... No, I actually did go for the broom. Technically, the broom is ready today?
No, it's not today.
No, not today.
It's
You gotta remember,
still a
we've
few
been-
more days.
Yeah, we've been on slow time for last 3 sessions.
Yep.
Yep.
So
Yeah,
literally 24
okay.
hours.
Day by
passed.
day, day by day.
Yeah.
Yeah. Few more days.
That's just why I'm just...
Probably next week. We'll probably just compress the last 4 days and get you guys back on the open ocean.
Okay.
Oh. It's
I just wanted to make sure if I had to pick it up
No,
beforehand.
they'll still be highlighted moments. Don't worry.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. No, Zahn will pick that up. Sober Megan will make sure of it.
Your words, not mine.
I know. I'm gonna regret this.
Mhm.
Don't worry. Doc was there with you when we made it. The order. Doc will remember.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, pretty much. But yeah, he's gonna go around to some information brokers that he finds that's more out instead of CD areas, because
Okay.
trialed with him. He doesn't want to give anybody any leverage of sorts.
Okay.
And he's just buying everything that they have. Well, not really. He's trading whatever information they have with information he has. So that's all he's currently doing, because he realized that he has no money to really purchase anything because Doc has the bag of holding. And also he's looking to see if there's anybody that needs to ship stuff out.
Gotcha. As you kind of check the usual areas, the non-CD ones that you know of, you do run into someone you know simply as Whispers.
That sounds about right.
A tall, slim, I would say mostly androgynous, but feminine leaning. They are dressed in again, kind of what you would expect, how you would dress, very hide in plain sight. You know, John Doe clothing, just dime a dozen individual. And they kind of catch you, and you see them, and they kind of give a little bit of a smile and like a kind of like their eyes open, like looking. And you kind of give a nod, and they walk over with a drink in hand. Well, good afternoon, stranger. Didn't take you for the babysitting type.
A member of the crew. In name currently, but growing to be one.
The crew? Your crew?
Yes, my crew.
Interesting. Figured you'd be busy running.
Well, where's the gold in running?
There isn't any.
Exactly, so why should I?
Exactly. She like slaps the table.
Well,
What
currently,
can I do for my favorite customer?
I have questions that I hope I can get answers to, which look to be open market on me and mine. I'm just looking to see how much we're all worth. Well, I already know how much I'm worth. I'm just looking to see how much they are.
Their worth hasn't really been described beyond the island. But thankfully for you, most islands don't give a shit.
Oh, I know. I just want to know how much because, unfortunately, things were left half done. And I don't like leaving a job half done.
There has been what one would call a reckoning in that place. Most of the, how do you say it? Light-fingered have been pushed out. Replaced with worse things.
Well, as you are one of my favorite dealers.
And they kind of cross their arms like this. Oh,
Really?
flattery gets you everywhere with me.
Oh, I know. I will at least tell you this much. The taxman tends to be holding their hand in the dirt. And on top of that, if you see any black materials being waved around by somebody coming after you, just run the other way as fast as you can. Don't let it touch you.
There have been some speak on the wind of such things. Not here.
No, I'm pretty sure the fact that our wonderful overlord would make sure that none of that touches here, because it would undermine his work.
Certainly. Do you know more about these? I believe they're blades or weapons.
Oh, see, if I would have told you the rest of it, you would end up just picking up shop and running as fast as you can right now. And on top of that, you wouldn't believe me if I were to tell you.
Oh, come on.
And he just kind of like looks at Cass and just like, do you want anything to drink? And then also at the same time look at Whisper from the corner of his eye and just tell Whisper, I escaped Reese after a month hiatus.
That's a trip you dare to make. I know of others doing similar things, but not many.
No, the taxman definitely collects his due on that island.
He does.
Nearly caught enough times, so.
You've got your claws on many lands.
Why else do you think I bother to do what I do.
Hmm. Well, is there anything specific or else you were looking for?
He would, considering how he feels about Whisper, and based off of this conversation, he would ask about the island for the token he recently received, which I cannot remember for the life of me at this moment. It starts with a V. I know that much.
You have token to the island of Valantos.
Yes, he would ask if there's anything going on with Valentos currently.
Well, you know how it is with those islands that have artisans and spell crafts. They have their council. Don't remember hearing anything upsetting there. There was. There was a funny story. Apparently, one of their close council members, not quite seated on the council, but was supposed to be slated to find a seat, found himself little beyond his means. Apparently, he found himself teleporting onto a ship. Can you believe it? What idiot would do that? Needless to say, this individual is no longer slated to be on the council, but still holds some sway.
There's a slight eye twitch, like, oh, really? Okay. And in Drax's own thoughts to himself, I almost killed a council member.
Yes, you did.
Good thing Doc was there to talk you out of it.
And then afterwards, I have a council member in my back pocket.
Yes, you do.
And then right after that, this asshole needs my help. Oh, this is all because... God damn it. I guess we are going over to help his ass. Do you know as to what happened that he lost his seat, or was it just because the...
It was because he didn't. You're not supposed to practice such magic without safety. And that's all I know.
Okay.
I don't know how inclined you are to the arcane, but considering what I do know about you, you seem to be more belief and less studied.
Yes, but I do have a member of my crew who's more study than belief.
I'm sure
Yeah.
he would respect the notion of trying to do such magics on a moving object.
Oh, we definitely had first-hand experience with that. I know this only goes between you and I, as this doesn't have really much merit outside of this.
You see,
So
she
I'm
kind
not
of
too...
moves like a little bit left and a little bit right as if she's looking at something, and then she's like, "Well, you still have all 10 claws, so that's good."
Well, what do you expect the fact that somebody's going to be sly enough to actually get one over on me?
No, you said you had first-hand experience, so I just imagined close call.
Oh, definitely close call. Razor's edge close call. Anyway, this is enlightening. Will not lie. But if you do also get any... Do you have any stories of islands pertaining to dragons by chance?
I do not. But I do know, I did hear a story most recently. heard the Inkblade was in town.
Yeah, I had a conversation with him. That's the reason why I know I have a bounty on my head.
You paid him off.
No, I actually talked to him.
He doesn't talk.
Oh, I know.
He gets paid.
I know.
What did you say?
Well, I gave him enough reason to consider his life, if it's worth more than my head. And I may have also promised him almost 30,000 gold if we were to do a job.
Well, that would entice him at least, so...
Once
Have
again.
a job worth so much? And if you do, why wasn't I second to be approached with this?
Well, first of all, I didn't know that you were here. As the last couple of days I've been running around and haven't actually had time to wander as I have today. As you could see, and he kind of points over to Cass, like, I'm currently taking care of my youngest charge.
And you don't wander?
That should already tell you the fact that something's definitely weird and going off.
Something is weird.
Have you not had any kind of...
Leans forward and looks at you real hard.
Have you not actually had any inclination the fact that people have been losing their specialties throughout the entire town? Or I should say island? Wow, I know something about this place that you don't. And he does say it with the same amount of sarcasm I just said it too.
You watch as a very predominant vein just...
So would you like to know what's causing that little pandemic?
Make an insight check.
All right, Yusek, be nice to me. That's even keel. Even keel.
Even keel?
It's
Okay.
a 10.
It is odd they haven't heard of this. You're unsure if it's because blind eye, not paying attention, maybe it's not predominant or frequent. There's many reasons there could be, but
Mhm.
it does strike you as odd they wouldn't have an idea of this. It's got to be something.
Are you in on it?
And on what?
A friend to a friend.
I'm on my in.
And if somebody pays you enough,
It would have to be a lot to be something to betray my own interest.
well, with what I know, that is very possible that they would pay your bottom line.
Well, I wish
So-
they would, because I'm tired of counting singular coins.
So that means that they've actually pulled a fast one on you. Or, unfortunately, they've gotten to you too. And he's going to slowly lean away from the barrel that they're probably leaning against.
Yeah.
As one who does cherish your skills and friendship, and the fact that you have looked over me many a time over the years and kept my ass off of the fire far more times than I can count. And I have probably have not even touched a smidge of repaying that debt. Take care of those who wander with the colors of on high. And if you're looking to find out more, I do know that there was a painter heading north towards the. Typically, I believe it was early mornings would come down towards the dock to paint, but at one point had great skill and now can't even draw two lines together. And I'm sure there's others like them too. So be mindful. And the moment that you find that you are lacking with what you normally do, it's probably too late. But like I said, I don't want to lose a friend. Even one who's been, if paid enough, will sell me out. But.
And don't you forget it. Just...
Oh, I know, that's reason why. I'd rather keep you close instead of letting you free.
They take a drink through a smile, set it down. They just nod.
And he just goes over and just looks at them and just. The new ship currently going under construction. If you need me for anything, just leave a note. The one that's being remodeled. As I'm sure that you've been watching it, wondering, what's Heavy Purse has been doing work on a ship on this port? Hi, I'm the Heavy Purse.
I'd heard there was quite the construction happening out there. They nod. And they thank you. And as they begin to head out, you do catch the last little bits of their conversation. And you just hear, Roger, come. We need to find a painter.
Yep. He's not even worried about it.
See somebody who you didn't notice just get up and follow them out.
I'm pretty sure the fact that he knows about her shadow anyway does not even care. He's probably seen Roger enough times to know, like, wherever Whisper is.
There's a reason they're called Whispers.
Yeah.
Plural.
Yeah. And that's probably just the one that they will always call out to. There's probably like another 3 in the shadows of that one, just waiting in case. So yeah, he's just.
First one's a distraction.
Exactly. The first one's always the distraction. It's the other 3 behind him that are the ones that actually take you out.
Yeah.
He just looks down to Cass and be like, and this is why you're very careful with who you talk to.
They seem nice.
They usually are until you get on their bad side. And I try not to. But let's go and see who else we can get some stuff to sell, shall we? And he's going to walk with her along the dock to see if there's anybody who looks a little shifty, who kind of look worried about their shipments getting out on time.
Okay.
And he's going to try to see what he can do about getting some more illicit goods added in. You could have just rolled a d20 to see how much we get, and that's it. That's fine. But eventually he's going to go back to the inn, because he's sure that's where everybody else is going to go.
Yep. At the end of your day, all be reconvened back at the inn. Doc and Eva seem, unfortunately, soundly defeated.
Sounds about right.
Red, Livik is on, spending your time to get back. It's late afternoon. Make it to the inn. Shortly afterwards, you see the door just burst open with a loud goof. You hear as a small shape just charges through the room and tackles Eva.
Whoops. Did you give her
You're-
sugar?
He
You're
just
supposed
looks.
to run the energy out of them, not give them sugar.
He just looks at them.
Yes.
He's like, "Who do you think I am?"
I think you're an overgrown lizard who doesn't think about giving sweets to a child.
Yeah, you're
Alright,
the
that is
crazy uncle
true.
that does all the fun things and then leaves all the chaos to the parent.
Right.
That is also very true.
Yeah,
In which I did.
Oh.
great.
So have fun. And he just leans back in his chair.
Glad it's
Red
not my
smacks
child.
him
Have
on the back
fun,
of the
Red.
head.
So we went out today, we're on a market, and just starts to tell a story the same way a 10-year-old kid would.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Uh-huh. Yep. Mm-hmm.
Something about
I'm
losing
well
money,
versed in
playing
that.
cards with dragons.
We gamble with dragons, and
Right. You know he's not an actual dragon, right?
we saw the blue guy.
Okay,
Galen?
And Drake just nods.
okay, good. He's coming back, right?
Drac also nods.
Okay, good to know you haven't scared him off.
Drac just looks over and just goes, "I'm not going to scare off the one who actually made sure the entire crew that we bought to go onto the ship with us is okay. He's coming back. He knows that.
Good,
Right.
good.
And everybody's
Yes.
fine also, so we're good with that. The crew is sound."
Okay.
That's good.
And then we met Whispers,
Mm-hmm.
and they were nice. They had a
Okay.
shadow.
Right. Okay.
Then, we picked up some bags of herbs, and Dracux took them to somebody, and then they gave him some money.
Right. Okay. Sounds like you had a full day.
In his mind, he just hears, Dracux, did you just take the child on a drug run?
He just nonchalantly, he has like a bottle of beer next to him, just slowly sips it. In order for it to be considered a drug run, somebody needs to know that it's drugs. These are
You
just
knew
plants.
that it was drugs.
I don't know what you're talking about. All I know is the fact that I was moving plants.
Right.
I'm so glad this is not my child because you would be in the cloud ocean at this point.
I mean, Doc literally is Doc. It's Doc. I can stitch you up just as well.
There wouldn't be a body to stitch up, is what
That's
I'm
also true.
saying.
I may or may not have dropped a D4. Please continue.
So definitely know Doc wouldn't let one of his kids go on
I
a
got
drug
it.
deal for sure. In fact, he probably wouldn't let any of his kids learn from Dracux for a while.
Why
at least
did
until
I
they're
wanna
in
say-
teens.
I hope you step on it, but that's just me.
Not gonna lie, my thought was,
Yeah.
did you find
This
it
is-
by stepping on it?
By stepping on it, yeah.
This is
Got it.
empty. Yeah. Right. Okay. Cool. You took the child on a drug run. Okay. We got plants.
So you see, I'm not the only one who was working with plants.
We got legal plants.
They were legal.
On some islands.
And this is nonchalant,
okay,
being
okay.
out loud, like, I don't know what you're talking about. They were legal plants. They needed to move them, but nobody was willing to do it. I just helped by being a courier.
Because they were illegal. Okay. Cool. Okay. I'm gonna sit and read my book.
Drag is gonna
Right.
lean over and just like, is that a picture book?
Don't even fucking talk about it, Dracux.
At least the book I got you wasn't a picture book.
Right.
Yeah, but this is more descriptive. Thank you.
What she means to say is picture books are better for her.
I wouldn't say that. Look, I like
Once again, you're not sure to be insulted or grateful.
Doc. Oh, they're bullying me.
I'm
You know,
sure that.
I'm sure I can teach you everything that's in that book.
Also, I'm sure the fact that using this, Cass could also learn to help you as well. And he's being sincere.
That does not help her.
At this point, unless you stop her, Cass is climbing into your lap.
Oh. I may or may not have kind of played the pity card and told the person exactly what
She just,
happened with the last.
Wiggles herself onto your lap and then starts looking at the pictures in the book. I know what this is.
Uh-huh.
Right.
What is it?
She's pointing to the stone wheel with the
Yeah.
The grinder.
the grinder, yeah.
Uh-huh.
That's what you use to make big things into small things.
Yes, it is. Need lots of strength to crush it.
Yeah, strong.
Yeah. Real strong.
Cass, perhaps you could help her with the
Don't even.
potions.
Yeah, and she does the behind look up to look in your face. Yeah, I can help.
Yeah, you absolutely can help me with these plants that I grow in the garden.
Well,
No,
this
we're
way,
not gonna let her fucking touch the actual plants that we spent 100 and something gold on.
well, if you do have an extra set of hands, you could at least. She could help tending to them, water them, for instance. That doesn't cost much.
And you could help her learn about. We're all helping her learn about things, so perhaps the thing that you help her with, in addition to being strong, is
But I need to learn about this first and then teach her how to learn about this.
the best
Or
way to learn
you
is to teach.
You do it at the same time together. It doesn't
Right.
hurt.
You learn about the subjects better when you teach them.
Doc's already walked over and grabbed his own journal of notes.
He's comparing what he has to the book to see if it's how accurate it is.
Well, it's not a question of accuracy. It's more of understanding.
Yep.
Sure,
Look, you get to
sure,
spend
okay.
time with Cass.
Right. Yep. Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Drug Megan doesn't know how to read. Oh,
Before we
Zon
get too
loves
far
kids.
into this scene, because I know
Mhm.
there's a particular box with some important items in
Yes.
them.
Yep.
But she is not here tonight. We'll go ahead and
Correct.
call the scene there before you bring that box into question.
Yeah. Yep.
Because I'm sure that was coming up soon.
Yes, it
Oh,
was.
yes.
So
Trying to
we'll call
get,
it there.
Zon and Cass to another room to look at the plants while she talks
Oh.
to Eva.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You still have the mind
There
link thing.
Meh.
Oh, hey, Zon. I want to talk to Eva about the thing, but without letting Cass know about the thing. Can you maybe...
We will
Yes,
call this
Zon
session
will.
there.
We can do this. I just realized
Back
moment
into
that
the scene.
moment Zon's out the room, we could immediately just go like, Doc, show them the ring.
You
It's right there,
Yeah.
Ron. It's right there.
So
The two of them.
true.
Do it.
All right, on
Do
it.
it. Make it happen.
Okay.
Oh man, this is beautiful.
Well, thank you all so much for being here. We really appreciate it. And I look forward to next week and seeing what Eva thinks of this interesting gift, question mark?
Yeah, that's right.
Yep.
We'll see. But until then, have a safe one. have fun, love each other, and as always, do not forget your snacks. Good night, everybody.